Mm.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, welcome to New Earth Rising and to this amazing event that we are doing. We are doing a group healing with our beautiful Monica Hanlin, right? Is that how you say it?
H-A-N, Hanlin.
Hanlin.
Yeah.
It's okay. I call her Sharon or Susie all the time. So
Same thing.
and we're here with Sharon Kumara and Monica Hanlin and our beloved Mike Dinkle. And we are going to be doing a group healing and a healing for Earth and all of her beings. It's so important right now that we take the time, even individually, to spend some time in prayer, holding the vibe up, holding the frequency up, seeing that vision of Mother Earth and all of us healed and moving into an era of peace and love and harmony. And so we get to experience it today with Monica. She's going to lead us in a beautiful, beautiful meditation. Again, I am Michelle Ambergy. I am the Awakener, one of many, and some of you may be awakeners too. If you're here watching this, there's a good chance that you are. And I am a psychic medium. I am an energy healer, a high frequency healer, sound healer, light language, all that good stuff that us spiritual folk get into. And I'm really, really happy to be here. And my co-shenanigator, Sharon, is also here too. Sharon, tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you, Michelle. Hey, everyone. I am Sharon Kumara, and I'm on the same path as Michelle, I think. We've talked so much about, kind of parallel paths when it comes to our abilities and gifts. And I'm really excited because Monica is joining us once more again to do a group healing. She brings through so much light onto the planet and helps so many people with her abilities and her gifts. So I'm really, really honored and excited to have her here with us. And Mike, why don't you introduce yourself, because you're joining us with bringing in this group energy as well. The more the merrier.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then we'll go over to Monica and if she would introduce herself too. Go ahead, Mike.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Dinkle. Been, doing healing work since I was about 10 years old. Just really enjoy this stuff. Psychic, medium, a channel, way shower, all kinds of stuff. Just enjoy helping people, teaching people, and doing this work. And thank you, Monica, for what you do. This is really an honor to join you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, you guys. I do healing work too, and I'm an artist. These are my paintings behind me. And I do one-on-one healings, I don't know, about 15 years now, and I see and hear all sorts of things and help people with all sorts of topics, medical or trauma or ex-boyfriends, whatever, you name it. And I also meditate every day, and I've been journaling after meditation, and the words have just been flowing out of me, and I was asked to do some of these guided group healings for the earth and all of her beings, is what they said. So I think I've done about 4 now, and they're always different. I never know what's going to happen, who's going to show up. Sometimes it's kind of crazy sounding out there, but I don't know. It's always relative. People always find some interesting symbolism or a lot of parallels with, sometimes people will also feel the same things or see something similar. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys get from this. But yeah, they showed me, they were showing me in my meditations to do these and showing me these steps to guide people through, which I'll guide you through. And before I did these as groups, they were having me do this individually, with 4 different countries. And I don't really watch the news, so I don't know what's going on, but I learned that after a couple that I did, on my own for Australia is then the flooding started there. And it's just, I could go on and on, but it's just really interesting. So, YouTube Live is not my comfort zone. So I appreciate you guys holding the space for me here to do this. And
You're a
for anybody
natural.
that's joining, thank you. Yeah, I think I have my mom's acting skills. I don't know. But yeah, thank you. So what else do you want to know? Oh, if I get quiet, will one of you guys chime in and say, Monica, you're kind of quiet? Sometimes
Yeah.
when I get in the
Oh, the volume.
meditative, yeah, the
Okay.
volume, yeah,
Sure.
if that's
Sure.
the
Okay.
case, or
Yeah.
Michelle, you can tell me a joke or something.
She knows me already.
Funny one,
I
yeah,
know, right?
yeah. So what else
Awesome.
do you want to know? Do you want to know anything else, or do you want to?
Well, I was just going to set us up a little bit here with what you're going to do, how you're going to guide us. Is you're going to play some music, right? And in the background. So Monica's going to bring in some music, theta healing music, and what I understand is it helps really good when you have earphones in to listen to this music. Is that correct? Of course, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So it's some nice float, like you called it, floaty music that we can listen to while she leads us in this meditation.
Yeah, just if the music's too loud or whatever over my voice, then just say something or put that in the chat. That would be great.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So those that are watching, if you could let us know before we start the meditation, how the music sounds to you, and then how we'll do a test run, how Monica's voice sounds over the music, because this is new for doing this live.
Yeah.
With music in the background, shared music. So anything else you want to share about the meditation before we start?
I'm just gonna guide you through some opening steps, and then the guided meditation, which is like who knows what's gonna happen, and then the closing steps, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I relay what I get. So
Great.
and then I'll do the closing steps, and then if you guys want to share your experience or whatever, we can do that too.
Do we need to do any prep work beforehand, or are you going to guide us through that? I don't know, helping to center maybe and relax or deep breaths or something. Or are you going to lead us in that?
I definitely lead that as the opening.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll lead you in that.
Okay, nice.
So are we ready, Betty?
Yeah.
I think
we
so.
ready? We are. Do we got peeps over on your side up and ready, Sharon?
Yes, we are between 3 and 4 that are tuning in. It keeps
Okay, we've got
keeps jumping from 3 and 4.
4 over here too.
Nice. Okay.
So fantastic.
Okay, hold on a second here.
And also this wonderful theta waves, for people that maybe don't understand how important this kind of music is it actually helps to open up particular parts of the brain to really help you get into that deep theta wave because this is theta music. And it allows you to open up and parts of the brain that allow you to literally raise your consciousness to access higher aspects of you, of consciousness. And so this is really magical when we have someone who's doing a beautiful meditation that is obviously channeled through from those realms and have this music in the background. This is a very powerful experience. So this is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you think so. I'm gonna set my timer for 25 minutes just because usually it wraps up by then.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do it. One time I did a healing session. It was like 2 hours later. I'm like, oh God, sorry, I didn't know. It just kept going. So now I know. So if you hear a little beep here or whatever, it's my phone.
All right.
We pretend like
Okay.
it's the angels beeping in.
It's the angels beeping in. Okay, so let's start this music. And if anybody live on YouTube could put in the chat while I'm talking if you can hear the music at all, because I can adjust the volume, if it's louder than my voice, if everything's just perfect, or whatever you're thinking right now. Let me know how this is going.
Sounds great.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me.
Sounds good on our Zoom. What about anybody? Did anybody put anything in the chat on YouTube?
Not yet on this side.
Okay. Wake up. All right. All right. Well, let's just get going then. And then one of you guys keep a lookout for that.
Tracy, if you're out there, say something.
Yeah. Come on.
How's it? Oh, Tracy said music sounds good. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Tracy. Trusty Tracy. I love her. Okay. All right, guys. So if you want to close your eyes, that'd be great. I'm probably going to have my eyes closed the whole time. That's just how I operate. So I want you to take a deep breath and put one of your hands over your heart area, maybe your high heart, which is just above your heart. And I want you to imagine that on your inhale, you're bringing white light in from above, God of your understanding, angels, a certain planet, anything that you identify with. And keep breathing in that white light in through the top of your head. And every exhale, I want you to envision bringing that white light down into your body, and it can just float down. And the inhale, you bring in more. And on the exhale, it just floats even more. And it just accumulates with each breath. A few more of these. Inhale this white light in through the top of your head, filling your body on the exhale. Now I'd like you to imagine cords going from your feet and your pelvic floor that go down into the earth. On the inhale, I want you to keep bringing in this white light. You're going to do that throughout this whole meditation. And on the exhale, I want you to see that white light go down into your body and make those cords go even deeper into the core of the earth. It's a very smooth process. Nothing is forced. Know that it's just happening, even if you don't see it. Inhale that white light. Exhale. Cords going longer into the core of the earth. And even though on every inhale more of that white light is coming down into the top, through the top of your head, I also want you to envision that on the inhale you're also pulling up pure love and light energy from Mother Earth into your body. So it's like you're simultaneously bringing in from above and below on every inhale, and it's going to meet at your heart area. Going to collect there. So every inhale, bring in more. Deep breath. You can do a big deep breath if that helps you. I want you to see this energy that's accumulating around your heart. It's kind of swirling. Tethered now, so you have this tether that's going through your spinal column. It's going out through the top of your head up into divinity and out through your pelvic floor into the earth. It's a strengthening tether, and it's one of pure love and light. Your body is filled with this white light. It's kind of sparkly. And it's really accumulated around your heart. I want you to keep seeing that on the inhales, and on the exhale, I want you to imagine that some of that light is coming out of your heart area and it's creating this impenetrable bubble around you. It's a bubble of love and of light, and it can only let love and light in. It can only let love and light out. I want you to see that bubble all the way around you. It's like a cocoon. It's like you're in your own cocoon of love and light. Every inhale, you're bringing in more from Earth and from God. And after you feel you have this bubble around you, excuse me, I want you to envision all of us together on this call. It's like we're in this field of wildflowers in the middle of a forest. These trees are circling around us and they're really, really tall, but we're all standing in this field. The grass is not really up to your knees, but it's maybe halfway up to your knees, but there's a lot of wildflowers everywhere. I see orange ones and yellow ones and pink and white. And we're all walking in this field together, slowly, kind of like a walking meditation. It's like they're kind of showing us be slow motion like this music. I'm going to keep one hand on your heart and maybe extend the other one out. It's like we're filling this field with this white light that's coming out through our extended hand. It's like we're painting in the whole field with this sparkly white light. We're all walking around slowly. It's like we're all these antennas of this sparkly healing light. We're bringing it in on every inhale. We're exhaling out from our heart and that extended hand, letting it flow out into this field. They just showed a bunch of other people being added to this field. And these people are like, I just see they're like outlined. I don't see details of them, but they're not, I don't know how to say this. They're sad people, or they're disconnected from their divine self. They're from all over on this planet. And I'm keeping this generic right here on purpose. So I want you to envision that this light that you're bringing in on every breath into your body and you're exhaling it out, your heart and your extended hand, I want you to see it floating over to these people. We're all walking among each other, they're showing us on the call, and then these other sad and disconnected people. They're asking to try not to put a situation onto them. Try not to tell a story about these people. Keep this of pure love and light that you can send onto them, into them. There's a lot out there. Deep breath. Remember those cords that you have going from your body down into the earth. Those are staying there this whole process. I want you to imagine this sparkly light is going over to these people. It's kind of filling them up. They're asking you to wave your hand however you want with your imagination, or you can do it wherever you're seated here. Wave it around towards these people. And kind of do this in sessions where I'm seeing them in front of me and just kind of waving my hand over their whole body. All of us participating it's like we're connecting these white strands of light that are coming out of us into this web or grid, but it's also going out to these individuals that have landed here, if that makes sense. Take a deep breath. See more of that white light accumulate around your heart. Every exhale, I want you to see more of it coming out of you through your bubble to all these people. They're walking. It's like they're walking and not knowing it. I'm hearing the word lost, but I don't know. I think they're just sad. I keep hearing they're just sad. They're showing the floor of this scene was all the wildflowers. Now they're showing it as kind of like a satellite view of the earth. It's like we're all still walking in this area. The trees are still behind us, around us. But this floor has now morphed into this. Yeah, it's the earth. And there's this white, ethereal kind of film or cloud of angelic, they're saying it's angelic healing. And it's like instead of the grass where we were walking through, it's now this white, cloudy, angelic healing. Almost like dry ice. Take a deep breath. Bring in more of that white light to your heart. Pull up from Mother Earth. Exhale out more of this white light to all of those people. They're showing some of those people hugging each other. Supporting each other as best as they know how. And we can help add to that love that they're having supporting each other with this white light coming out of us into these groups of people that are hugging. There's lots of reasons that they all have, is what they're saying. It's not just one situation going on, there's lots of reasons. We can help them. Start to imagine that some of these people are filling. It's like you're helping them fill with this light. It might change a color once it gets to them, is what I'm seeing. They're all getting filled with these different colors. Seeing some of them receptive more than others, and then they will go and hug some others, and then it can go from them, so it's spreading, so to speak. Imagine walking to another area of this whole scene, finding a new group that you want to send this love and light to. Find another angle, they said. Get out of the old story and find a new perspective. Deep breath, deep inhale, this white light. They're showing these, I think they're archangels. I don't know which ones. They're very big. They're just flying in and joining us right now. Really big wingspans. Whew. Remember those cords going out your feet into the earth? A lot of this angel healing cloudy that we're walking through is turning pink for me. Some of these archangels are surrounding these groups of those people that we're helping. Their wingspan is really big, and they're able to surround these large groups of these sad people. And it's like the rest of us on the call are around the other edge of these groups, and we're filtering in this sparkly white light. To those sad people. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Just showed another grouping of angels. They're not as big of wingspan, and they're above us. It's like they're flying above us in a circular pattern. Might sound cliche, but this is what I see. And those trees behind us are still forming a circle behind us. They're really tall. It's like they're protecting us. These angels that are flying in a circular motion just picked up the speed, and they're flying really fast, and it created this circular, almost like that angel cloudy essence we were walking through. It's like they formed it above us. Take a deep breath in, big exhale out. And this circular formation of these angels and this cloudy angel healing above us just swirled to the middle. And out from the middle comes up this flag. So the flag is taller than, pokes out the top of this, I don't know if I'm describing this right, this angel cloud healing essence that's above us. This flag is going into the earth. It's poking up outside the top of this angel cloud, and the flag is not of a country, but it has the earth again. So it has the earth on the flag. Interesting. This is not about one place, they said, on our planet. Oh, this is neat. They just showed some of the people that were sad that we've been helping just gather around this flagpole, and they're holding it up and they're looking up, and they're more illuminated now. There's still a lot of others remaining that are still walking in this area. They're not filled with any light, not much light, but we're still directed to be sending this light to those people, just telling you simultaneously what's going on here. Walk to another area you haven't walked to yet, and I want you to find some people that you haven't seen yet that are sad or disconnected, and I want you to inhale more of this white light, more strength from Mother Earth accumulates around your heart, and you exhale it out your heart in that extended hand, and I want you to send it to these new people you haven't seen yet. They just showed a bunch more joining us. A bunch more of those sad people. It's like they're coming in from the outer edge of this circle, and they're coming into the scene. Just kind of drawing that energy coming out of me in a circular motion to all the people joining. Feels a little nervous. Like it could be a little overwhelming. But we got this, they said, we got this. Bunch more angels just joined. Deep breath. Bring a flood of that white light into the top of your head. Surround your heart. Exhale out that impenetrable bubble that's around you. It only lets love and light in and out. Send that white light out to all of these new people. As we're filling up these people with this light, they're joining that group of people around the pole, the flagpole. And that flagpole is getting more and more surrounded. Some of those people are looking up and smiling now. It's like they've joined us, is what they just said. They're showing this different, like sparkly vibration coming out of the hands of the people around this flagpole, and it's going up. And it's going up the pole to that flag, and it's covering that flag. Do a deep breath in of this white light. We're gonna step toward closing this out in a minute, but I want you to first envision all of that love and light energy that you're breathing in and you're breathing out to this whole scene here. I want you to kind of do it as an overall sweep. So exhale it out as a kind of you're sweeping over everybody, everything. Thanking those cool big trees, these angels. This is going to continue after this call, they said. So all these angels that showed up to help all these people, and all of this light and this grid and this angelic cloudy healing that we've created and accumulated is going to remain. Deep breath. Okay, I want you to know that that scene, this is all going to keep going. I want you to take a few steps back a little, kind of like you're stepping back among those trees. You kind of see us stepping back, forming a circle, and now I'm among the trees. I'm not out in that open field anymore. Have the rest of you do that too. I give thanks for all the help here. I want you to imagine any cords that are coming from your body to this scene. You could kind of just pull them out one by one. Just envision, if you don't see any, just ask for help from one of those angels. Just kind of pull out those cords softly from your body, and they retract and they go into that scene. I want you to imagine, I like to imagine like a shade that I pull down from up high divinity, and you pull it down in front of you, between you and that scene. So you're closing it out. And you could turn around so your back is to that shade and take a few steps forward. And you see 2 consecutive doors there, and you walk through each door, one door at a time. Close it and walk through the next door. Close it. And I like to always say at this point, take from me that which is not mine. Take from me that which is not mine. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Anybody wants to put something in the chat of what they felt or saw or thought, that would be great.
Beautiful. Thank you, Monica.
Yes,
You're
that was
welcome.
really beautiful.
Ooh, talk about floaty.
I've never seen that before.
That music though in the background.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
Stop
Really nice.
if you want to. You can stop. There you go. Okay, so I can see your faces. Wow.
I could see most everything that you were describing. It was
Oh, cool.
real
Yeah.
nice.
I opened my eyes for a second there, and I saw Mike. He looked like he had this look of total bliss on his face.
Yes.
Nice.
Keep it there, boy.
Right?
Happy healing, my
Oh,
friend.
it was,
Really
yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, I also saw the people you were talking about. I saw thousands
Yeah,
of people.
all across, all over, and the
Got
flag
a little.
and the angels circling
yeah,
above, the
totally.
huge angels.
So
Yeah.
Tracy says that was awesome. I didn't want it to end.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that
good.
was so fast. I heard that timer go off. I'm like, wow. And
Mhm.
it was so fast.
I also saw children and animals that were joining us.
Yeah. It was like people in a park,
Hmm.
you know, just a beautiful park and trees everywhere and behind us and angels all over. Huge archangels, angels above.
Yeah.
Quite magical.
Nice.
What's
That's
so funny
great.
was when you were talking about the flag, but right before you said Earth, I saw the sun, and then it panned down to the Earth and started showing the solar system in my mind's eye.
Mm,
Ooh, I feel emotion with that.
cool.
So I guess what they were telling me was that this is expanding beyond just here and the planet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense. When I had a one-on-one with this woman that channels Mother Mary, she called them world healings.
Hmm.
I told her I was called to do some earth healings, and she called, so that makes sense.
Like worlds, plural, maybe. worlds healing.
I don't know.
When we heal ourselves,
Oh, Michelle, I think you're on mute
yeah,
or
we
something.
I do it all the time.
Okay.
heal everything. I mean, it goes
And-
out, that energy goes out.
Yeah,
Right.
Totally.
Right.
totally does. It's forever. Energy's forever. So we've got Christy here and she's saying, thank you so much. This was beautiful. My hands were warm as usual when I do Reiki, and colors of pink, purple, white, and many angels.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
So thank you, Christy, for sharing that.
Thank you.
And we have Mirka Novotna, who is from Czech Republic.
Yeah.
And she's saying,
Yay.
thank you for this meditation. Beautiful energy. She felt it very fast.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you. And thank you for joining us. I don't even know what time it is there, but I think it's pretty late.
Yeah,
So,
it's probably
A for effort.
2
But you know
a.m.
what? It's 4:44 right now here.
Oh, it is perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
4:44.
Angels in the morning, angels. Beautiful. Thank you guys for being here. This is so good. And, you know, it was funny when Monica, when you first said if anybody has any comments, and it was weird because I felt like everybody was still like, oh
Yeah. And that bliss
Yeah.
Mhm.
that I saw in Mike's face when I opened my eyes for a moment.
Yeah, I still feel floaty.
Mhm. So do you have any
Yeah.
advice for people after we close out to
I don't know why, but I always wash my hands. I always feel like I want to. If you don't want to feel floaty, it's great to do the power pose. You know, the Wonder Woman pose of
Wonder
your
Woman?
hands on your
Yeah.
hips just for 2 minutes. I like to hold something like shungite or something. I have, but I like to do that. It helps me feel grounded as well. Oh yeah, nice.
Beautiful.
Selenite. I love selenite.
Selenite. Yeah, I have some selenite
Oh.
here somewhere.
Put your feet on the earth.
Yeah.
Our friend
hug a
Mirka
tree.
is saying it's 1:45 at her house.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. Oh,
It's
you're so nice
1:45
to.
in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's in
wow,
Czech. So you're so
sheesh.
nice to join us. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
She's
So,
so
yeah.
sweet. I love her energy. Come
Yes.
back, Marka.
Get well grounded, drink
Get
lots
grounded.
of water. Yeah.
Eat something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Water,
Eat
water,
something
water.
else. Water, lots of water. Good
Yeah.
point, Michelle. Lots of water.
So gin is not water, it's clear.
Well, you can mix it with water. Mix it with water, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
ice
Mix
cubes.
it with
Like that.
water, Sharon.
Put a lime in it.
You put,
Or-
yeah, you put a little.
Or is that tonic water? Tonic water.
Girl,
Gin
I
and-
got to teach you some things.
Gin and tonic. I could never drink gin.
Oof.
I was always a vodka lady, but yeah, couldn't do gin.
Phew. Yeah, that was neat. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for I
You.
never know what's going to show up. I know a ship did not show up this time. Some of you might be disappointed.
Not at all.
No, Archangels, I think is a good show up.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I totally saw them standing there just
Yeah.
larger than life, larger than anything. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen the walking through that. I didn't know what to call it. It was like that smoky, like dry ice. I've never seen that. Yeah, it was like we were in this ethereal scene of all of us just kind of slowly walking through and with these wands, but they were our hands and everything coming out and
Plasma,
Yeah.
right, Tracy? Shelly says I love gin. Of course you do, Shelly. Don't you think that's plasma, Tracy? That maybe that we were seeing or feeling and
kind of what it looked like.
experiencing? Yeah,
Like life force energy.
Yeah.
yeah, totally. Some kind of plasma.
What, could you guys hear me okay?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yes.
It
Perfect.
was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Music was great.
I'm so excited to find out you can do that because I know when I started on Zoom years ago, you couldn't do that. And so I do meditations every week on Wednesdays, and I do these really deep, and they're like hour and a half long ones. And I'm
Ooh.
so excited because I'm going to whip out that music and start adding that to it. So thank you.
Nice.
Do it. Great. That sounds great. I wish I had a hammock right now. I would just go right in it and just float.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out on the river and
Good
get
idea.
grounded with the river. The weather's nice now today here.
Is it warm up
Finally.
there? Has it been raining up there, Sharon?
65. Yeah, it has. Not as bad as it was. Monica's right down the road from me, so she knows too. Not as bad as it was there for, gosh, a week straight. It was dumping pretty good,
Wow.
seemed like. But today's
Yeah.
a nice day.
Yeah. Everybody's making moving plans to leave, I'm sure. It's been so rainy.
It took me about 2 years to get used to the rain after I moved back home to Oregon.
Mm.
Because it can be challenging in the Northwest with all the rain. I understand it even rains more in the Seattle area. So that's where
It
Tracy lives.
does.
Yeah. And Monica, you lived up there,
I'm from there. Yeah, that's how I met
Yeah.
Tracy.
right?
So, Mike, where are you?
Right now, I'm in Medford, Oregon area. I'm getting my
Okay.
sister's house ready to sell. She passed away a while back and I inherited it. But normally
Wow.
I'm down in the Monterey Bay area of California.
Wow. Okay. So you have your hands full.
Yeah.
And then you'll go back?
Yeah. I've been traveling back and forth, doing this. It's been a challenge and a learning experience, and it's been a lot of fun. I've grown a lot, learned a lot.
I just want to grow from fun.
What's that?
Why
I
not?
just want to grow from fun, not
Yeah, totally.
challenging stuff.
You
Come
grow
hang
more
out with
from
me.
challenges.
Unfortunately, the
What,
human
Mike?
condition doesn't work that way too much, right? We have to grow from challenges, it seems like.
You grow more from challenges than you
Yeah.
do from fun. Fun is just love
Fun.
it. It's fun.
No.
Sure, but
Uh-uh.
challenges,
No.
I disagree.
Yeah, me too, man.
you working. And
I am
there's always
stepping out of
something
that one.
good in a challenge that you learn. I mean, there's so many things that I've learned. I mean, being up here, my sister was a bit of a collector, not a hoarder, but
Oh,
she had a lot
God.
of stuff. There were over
God.
300 boxes in the garage alone. And so I've learned to let go of things. Lots
Oh,
of
the spiders you must have seen.
they don't bother me. I actually am very careful with them and let them go outside. But anyway, it's learning to let go of things, and it helped me. I'm ready to go back home and let go of a lot of stuff.
I bet. Well, I hope you make just millions of dollars from this house, Mike.
Well, I don't know about millions, but
Why not?
So we did promise that we would take some questions for a little bit
Oh.
here. If anyone has any
Sure.
questions, or about or for Monica and the healing we just did, or anything. If anyone's
Or anything at all. We've got
Let's see.
7 people over here, and
okay.
New Earth Rising. Thank you, everybody, for being here in the Earth
Yeah.
Rising.
yes, thank you.
We've got 5 here. So if anyone has anything they want to say or anything they want to ask, now's your time.
Oh, Michelle Coleman just popped in. She said, darn, I missed the
Oh.
meditation.
Oh, Michelle. Hi,
Michelle.
Michelle.
And she's a Michelle Wanella like me.
Mhm.
Come on back, Michelle. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. We'll give them a chance. I feel like sometimes with YouTube, it has a little bit of a lag.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I
I'm
noticed
always
that
like
too.
chop, 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 ask a question, let's go. It's like,
I know.
That's
We
how
give them
I
30
am.
seconds.
I'll type it in right away. I'm an active person in the live chat when
Do you notice
I'm
that there's a
watching.
lag?
Maybe. I just assumed it was you guys not seeing it yet.
I think there's a lag, like what Michelle
Yeah.
was saying. Yeah.
So
I'm
Let me
sure
see.
it
Let me text.
depends on how many people too.
Yeah, that's true.
just curious if other people could see what Monica was seeing and I was seeing as well.
That's me too. Yeah.
How many other people could visualize that and pick up on any of it at all? Sometimes all you see is just colors, or sometimes you'll get a glimpse of things. It's a lot of fun.
I also felt waves going through my heart center. You know how you feel like you want to take that deep breath and yawn, that kind of thing. I just felt these waves coming through, and it wasn't like it was like a yawn, but it was just that expansion, and then I had to breathe it out. There was these huge waves, especially at the end, Monica, when you talked about spreading the light over the people. I had these 2 waves that came in that I saw in my mind's eye, breathing that out, like like you're sending in the movies where they breathe out this energy on groups of people or something like a dragon would do or something.
Yeah.
That's what I saw us doing.
Cool.
Oh, Shelley has a question. When are we going to have a bit of calmness and love? Or rather move past so much fear? Oh, you're asking about the collective. Anyone have an answer or any insights on that?
My first answer is it's an inside job.
Yes.
Yes.
And then it trickles out from there. Yeah. And it might sound frustrating or fluffy or intangible, but it's true. I mean, it works.
Yes.
It's just like if you ever, I don't know if this is a good analogy, but did you ever go to someone's place, over to someone's home, and them and the other person in their home, they were fighting, and you could tell, like you could just feel it, like you walk in, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Well, the opposite is true as well. So when you do whatever personal work to release whatever is coming up, it just, you go to the grocery store, you do whatever, and they feel it.
Yeah.
It's like you're like what we did in the meditation, but you're just doing it wherever you go and just kind of tossing it
Spreads.
out. So,
Yeah.
but
And you notice when
yeah.
you're, that's Monica, I love that. And you notice when you're around people that are calm and balanced that you start to feel that way. If you weren't feeling that way before you came around them, then you just start feeling that way. So it's contagious, both on both sides of
Yeah.
the spectrum.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
true. When I used to work in corporate America, in cubicle land,
Yeah.
people would come and stand in my cubicle, and I'd be like, is there something you need or whatever? And they're like, no, just I just want to hang out. Like,
So
what?
beautiful.
This is before I knew what was going on.
Yep.
But yeah, it just
Monica, excuse
it's
me.
what?
Somebody is asking how to get a hold of you. They want to do more meditation with you.
That'd be awesome. My contact info is below this video, but also my website is my name. So it's monicahanlin.com, Hanlin, monicahanlin.com. And there's a contact page on there that has my email and my phone number.
There we
I would
go.
love
And I
to do. Yeah,
I
go ahead.
believe I do have your information down below in the
Yeah,
description, but I'll make sure when we,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I really want to do these in person as well somewhere. Anybody that wants me to fly me to your home.
We can do that here. We can
Yeah.
set up something here.
Hmm.
Totally.
It's
You don't
neat.
need to fly. Well, unless you want to, but
Yeah. Right.
We have many ways of flying.
yes, totally.
Yeah.
Shelley says, well, that is exhausting. What is exhausting, Shelley? I have to ask.
Maybe she meant to say exciting.
The what?
Maybe she meant to say exciting.
Oh.
I don't know.
So going back to the love thing, I really think it is just a choice that you make. Like when you get up in the morning, how you see the world in that moment that you wake up travels and goes with you the whole day. If you get up and stub your toe, and then your whole day can go like that if you allow it to. If you change your thoughts about it, and then the day can change as well. So when I get up, I go through gratitude. I think of things that I'm grateful for, even before I get out of bed. And I do the same at night when I go to sleep, and it shifts things. I was in Home Depot years ago, and I'm walking through it, heading towards the exit, and I could hear this guy. He goes, wow, here comes somebody with lots of energy. And I'm just kind of listening. What is this guy? He's really loud. And he says, he's coming closer. I can feel him. He's coming. Here he is. Here he is. And he looks at me and he goes, you're the guy. Wow.
Oh, wow.
And I went like, what is this guy? It was
Nice.
something.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So he could feel you way before,
From
long
my
before you
head.
got there.
Yeah. And I knew the guy. He was a friend that did gardening. He's a little bit, well, I don't like to judge people, but he's different. And so he's well connected in other ways, I guess. And he could just feel my energy. It was amazing. But it's how you look at things. If you see the day as gloom and doom, it will be. If you see it as fun and joy and challenges, I mean, I call things challenge instead of trouble or bad situations, because it shifts the energy around it. And a challenge you can get over fairly easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Shelley says, so what she meant by thank you, Mike. Yeah, so true. Well, that is exhausting to continue to send out energy for others to pick up. Well, if I may speak to that a little bit, I think that we think that it's something that we have to keep doing when actually it's something that we're being, like Mike was saying, we're that's how we end up, as long as we're conscious of our thoughts and what we're putting out there, and we're not putting out, adding to the fear and adding to the angst and anxiety and things like that are going on in the world. We're in that place of feeling grateful for everything we have in our life and those around us, because gratitude is pretty much the highest frequency. Love and gratitude, the highest frequency. So it doesn't really take a lot of effort except to be conscious of what we're putting out, rather than try to always putting out good vibes, thinking, oh, I got to put out good vibes, because it's hard to put out good vibes when you're down in the dumps. So just making that quick switch. Yeah.
And that's where prayer and regular meditation and stuff comes in. You're filling yourself up, and then you allow to flow out into the world from the overflow.
Yeah.
And so you're always taking care of yourself, having good boundaries, doing self-care, doing your prayer meditation every day. And then you're always full of that love and gratitude. And then, like what Mike experienced, you're just radiating everywhere you go.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And doing things that make you feel good, like Monica was saying, having fun, because that lifts your frequency. Laughing lifts your frequency like crazy. And we definitely, as a society, do not laugh enough unless you hang out with Michelle. But, right? But laughter is amazing. So looking at life, first of all, taking ourselves not so seriously. Something Yeshua taught me from the very beginning, I think you're taking yourself a little too seriously here, girlfriend. So, it's like not taking ourselves so seriously, and then not looking at the world through those eyes, and realizing that it's all about joy and laughter. And we have to bring that into our life. And as challenges come, like Mike was saying, as challenges come, we just take care of them the best we can with ease and grace. And that's how we don't have to keep sitting there sending out light all the time. It's just a matter of
that would be exhausting.
That. Yeah.
It's good to do that in an intentional space like this guided meditation, or I always like to do this bubble around me. I don't know, I've gotten slimed a couple of times in sessions, so I just do that as a step. But it's good to do it in little doses. I know that Matt Kahn said that he, like when he's driving somewhere or whatever, when he sees strangers watching or walking along the street or whatever, grocery store, he'll just toss them, I send you love, I send you laughter. Like he'll just toss it out, but then just keep it at that. And then it's just so important to not stay attached. Otherwise it gets exhausting. That's why I always close out with the removing of the cords, energetic cords, because you just don't want to take on other people's stuff or get drained. But the daily meditation is key. I mean, my life has changed so much since doing that, and it's like you're replenishing yourself.
It's a given. It just is. People ask me, and I'm sure everyone here too, people, is it really important to meditate every day? I'm like, yes, that's probably one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Yeah. I mean, it just helps with so much. So much. And there's no right or wrong way. It's just a matter of going in and reflection and devotion. I call it, I love calling it devotion, and making that intention, giving yourself that time, that space.
Yes, it's
Or else,
important.
or else we're going to feel all that stuff that's around.
And your
If-
mind will wander.
Mhm.
It does.
Oh yeah, right.
And
Oh
so
yeah, totally.
you don't get upset. You just bring it back, come back to whatever you're doing, chanting or noticing your breath or whatever it is. I mean, all of us have been doing this for years, and our minds will still wander, and we just do the best we can to bring it back. Don't get upset.
Right.
Don't to get upset at all.
Yeah, and then you find the more you do it, the less you are distracted.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and just because my mind goes on a tangent all the time during my meditations. It takes a little while. It takes at least 15-20 minutes for me to finally say, okay, well, I'm to get in that space of where it's not wandering as much as it was, and where I can drop in and have that focus. So it takes practice, but it will happen. It takes dedication, definitely, but it's crucial. It really is.
And using music like what Monica used today helps too, because it does help to entrain the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that'll calm and still the mind. I use music a lot for that very purpose.
Yeah, me too. I live on
Now I'm going to use it on Zoom.
Yay.
Do
Watch
it.
out, students and clients. I'm coming for you.
When Sharon, when you said the word devotion, it totally triggered me. It sounds all churchy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean devotion to me. I'm talking about devotion time to me.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, not that I don't devote that time to God, because it's the God within
I know.
me. Yeah.
I know. I know. I mean, and that's what this is, the whole following this calling and doing
Right.
healing. I mean, all of it is, but I don't know why. It was just that word. I was like, ooh.
Is interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of us have triggers. I've got this song
Oh, we all
stuck in
do.
my head that's a very kind of Christian thing, and it says, "My God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above." And it's stuck in my head. And all of a sudden I found myself, my God is an awesome God. She reigns from heaven above.
Oh, nice.
And all of a sudden I went, whoa.
No, yes.
So now I've got that. Just got chills.
So did
All
I.
of a sudden I'm like going, oh, we can take all that stuff and bring it into that higher consciousness.
Right.
Because I kept going, why is it stuck in my head? Oh my gosh. Turned into a she and it came up to the real heaven.
Yeah,
like,
and only that, well, Christianity, used the Druids and paganism and all the earth religions, and did, what's the word? Appropriate those.
Sure. Oh.
stole.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're just bringing it back home.
Exactly, bringing her home.
Michelle, maybe your guides, I know some will talk to you through songs. So all of a sudden, like if a song comes in my head, I'm like, what is that now? Now I've learned to, oh, well, what are the lyrics? And I'll, not the whole song, but the main, whatever's stuck in my head. It's often a message or something. It's pretty cool. So
Oh, totally. I love that.
I wake up a lot with song in my head.
Oh yeah, me too.
Matter of fact, that song.
Yeah.
Or like
it
the
means
last
something.
week. Yeah.
That song.
Oof.
Okay. It definitely has meaning.
wow.
And I think it was bringing it back to this too, because that just happened like earlier today, where all of a sudden I'm like going, okay, I'm going to sing it. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to be in the resistance. And all of a sudden she reigns from heaven above. And I went, oh, all right.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah.
Shelley, was that helpful with your questions? In other words, it's all within you.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
Put it succinctly. Yeah.
Yeah. Having a good practice of self-forgiveness is important also.
Ho'oponopono.
Yep. Yeah. That shifted my life tremendously. In just a few days, I couldn't believe it. And
Nice.
my friends.
Yeah.
It's really powerful.
It is.
And it's neat because the whole pono that most of us use is a very shortened version. And if you go into like the Huna practices and you use the long version, ooh, it is really powerful.
A lot of energy.
What's the long version? Do you know?
I do not know it by heart because I use the short version, but I've studied Huna, and so I understand the practices and all that, and the concept behind it. But basically, it's really taking responsibility for everything, my part in any of this, and it's about coming into right relationship with yourself and others. But it goes through a much longer practice of being mindful of the different ways of being in right relationship. And then when you get to the end, you do the Ho'oponopono that we're familiar with. So it's almost like the long version kind of backs up the short version. And so it's still, when we do the short version, it's still immersed in the energy of those traditions and the magic of the Huna teachings. So that's why it's so powerful, why it works so well still.
Wow.
But it's intense stuff. It's good.
Yeah, totally. And you can listen to it, through earphones. YouTube has Ho'oponopono with some really nice music in it, whatever resonates, and with binaural beats in the background. So you can, when I was using it a lot more, I don't use it as much as I use it now for little things that are happening. I remember my Ho'oponopono, but when I was using it a while back, a few years ago, to help shift some heavy things. I was listening to it through earphones at night and sleeping with it, and it's amazing how it helps your life shift, helps things shift within us. Yeah.
Wow. Good reminder. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Are we good, peeps? Any other questions or comments or complaints?
The complaints go to another show.
They go to another station. Yeah. That's right.
Well, no,
we don't do
a little form that we have.
Yeah. The form that has disappearing ink, when you fill it out.
That's funny. Thanks for hosting this, you guys. I appreciate your-ness.
Thank you for being here, Monica.
Whatever.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, thank you for a wonderful meditation, Monica.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You're welcome.
Thank you. What we did here was kind of process what we just did and talk and everything also helps us get grounded. I don't know. I feel a lot more grounded since we've been having this discussion. Hopefully everyone is feeling grounded.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. So Shelley says, yes, it was helpful. Thank you. You're very welcome, Shelley. And thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you, Monica. That was beautiful. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thanks, you guys.
And my favorite shenanigator, Michelle. My partner in crime. All right.
I love you guys.
So next week, let's just talk about next week. We are going live again. And we also have, Michelle and I have like Q&A, and then we're going to come up with a really cool topic next week as well.
Nice.
Yeah, it's our 4th live broadcast, right? Isn't that our plan?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Alrighty. I just had some little come through.
Nice.
Is that when you're going to do the psychic Q&A?
Yes, that's what we do.
That was fun last time. Okay, yeah. So is it always you said the third? No, the what?
The
what?
I even forget.
4th Thursday of the month.
Okay. Because I told some people about it and they're like, oh, I missed it. So, okay, the 4th Thursday of the month.
We'll have it up. I'll have it up. We'll have it up.
Is it always going to be the same time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which
unless
is
something changes.
What's the time?
4.
4 p.m. Pacific.
Okay.
Pacific, yes.
Groovy.
And I think 1 a.m. Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good
awesome.
time. We don't have to worry about anybody bothering you, I guess.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. No interruptions.
Yeah.
All right, peeps. We're
Okay,
signing off.
thank you.
All right,
See you
thank
later.
Okay,
you, thank
blessings,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Have
Yes.
a beautiful week. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Hugs.